everybody, welcome to the January vlog. It is not January. It is December 27th, but I thought I'd start the January vlog a little early because we are going to go out to the schooner house today. Actually, my husband's already left. I am going after him. I'm taking the dog. I can see some hairs. I am just doing a little bit of a cleanup here. It's got some clothes kicking around that I gotta fold up and put away. And then I am going to collect the dog and head on out. We have to do kind of a complete clean of the house. Father-in-law returned to Toronto, so we usually do a complete clean because he's a single man who's been looked after by women his entire life. So his idea of clean and our idea of clean are two different things. We're gonna go spend a few hours down there and get that place cleaned up, but I thought I'd also go down and take some footage of it down there because it's always so pretty down there this time of year. It's really pretty down there any time of the year. And I didn't get down through the fall. I thought I'd take you guys with me and take a look around. So I am going to put a little stuff out for the birds and get her harnessed up. And then we are going to hit the road. It's about a 30-minute drive out there. So anybody want a hair update? I know. Not a hair podcast. I'm going to grow my bangs out. And I'm going to keep the curl, but I'm going to grow it a little longer. And I'm going to grow it a little longer before I get it cut, just so I can grow out some of the odd bits here. I found part of my problem was that I felt like it was sort of like enclosing my face too much. And I've got a small face. I've got like a small head, like from here to the back of my head is I don't know, narrow for lack of a better word, hence my no chin. So I think I just felt like the hair was sort of overpowering my face. So bringing the bangs back, which the bangs are really getting on my nerves anyway, I find kind of opens things up a bit. And then if I tuck things kind of behind my ear, if I feel like it's getting like a little too much, that kind of takes it away. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to keep the curl, not cutting it off, sticking with it. I'm all geared up. I got my orange crush shirt on with non-matching purple tights. I have started making my Make 9, which I'm going to do an episode on, so you'll see that before this actually goes up. Then we're also going to talk about my mother's request for another sweater for Christmas next year. So she has given me some bulky yarn and said she wants a super simple summer sweater in the bulky yarn. The problem is, the super simple summer sweater is made for more of a heavy DK light worsted, is what I found is the best yarn to use to get the gauge that I need. I do not know how to translate the pattern to fit her in this bulky yarn because it's bulky. It is the Fentex Chunky, which is no longer made. Like, I've only been knitting sweaters a couple of years, I think-ish. And I'm not a designer. I'm nowhere near a designer. So I follow the pattern pretty much religiously, but the only time I veer off is if I'm making the sleeves or the body longer or shorter. And that's it. Everything else, the increases, the shaping, I follow the pattern because I don't know enough about design to not. So I don't know how to translate the gauge I get on that sweater to fit a size of the super simple summer sweater in a size that would fit her. Because I think the one I made her, which she absolutely loved and said it's the best fitting sweater she has, and that's why she wants this yarn made into one, because she also loves this yarn. I don't know why. I don't know how to translate it. Could I just go down to the small size and try that? I mean, I could try it, and then if it didn't work, I could just scrap it and start again. But that's time away from knitting my own sweaters, and I'm a selfish knitter, so I don't want to have to keep like redoing this sweater until I find something that works. If you guys have any advice, please throw it at me. Anyways, right now I've got to take Poochie and we're gonna head out to the other house and I'll take you guys along.
I wanna go out and face the cold, but it's a really good time for a monologue. Can't let this pass, I find it hard to breathe. The time is up, the bell has rang, and it's really hard to understand. But losing you now is the only choice for me. Someday our roads have crossed before, and someday our ocean will find its shore. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. Minutes ago, you were still mine. Feels like I'm drifting too far from the line. When you left, your final word will leave. The following weeks, I'd understand I will never be that close to someone again. The further I go, the closer you will feel. Someday our roads have crossed before, and someday our ocean will find its shore. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love.
So we're back from the other house. It was disgusting. I think we're going to have to suggest, I mean, I love my father-in-law. He is a wonderful man, but he is no housekeeper. The man does not know how to clean a house. You can see he's making the motions of what he thinks he should be doing. So I think when he comes down next, we're going to suggest that while he's down, that he has somebody come in weekly just to give the house a cleaning, because that was gross. It's cloudy. It's kind of cold and damp. My husband, God love him, is stopping at Metza to get some food because we're both starving. And I am going to, I think I'm going to take a quick shower again because I feel disgusting and I reek of cleaning products. I am going to sit down after my shower and eat my power bowl and then do some knitting.
go out and face the cold, but it's a really good time for a monologue. Can't let this pass, I find it hard to breathe. The time is up, the bell has rang, and it's really hard to understand that losing you now is the only choice for me. But someday our roads have crossed before, and someday our ocean will find its shore. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. Minutes ago, you were still mine. Feels like I'm drifting too far from the line. When you left, your final word will leave. Following weeks, I'd understand I will never be that close to someone again. The further I go, the closer you will feel. Someday our roads have crossed before, and someday our ocean will find its shore. If you've never been then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. If you've never been this tired, then you've never been this in love. When you feel there is time for us, then I'll be by the same old road. California, the sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California, the sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. say your heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed lying awake.
Good morning, everybody. It is, I have no idea, January 5th? Sounds good. So I'm back to work. I'm back to work, but I'm not at work. Right now, it's only like 5 to 8. But it is gray, and I think we're supposed to get maybe rain or some showers today, but it is a little cold. I am making my second Americano because this being back from 2 weeks vacation is hard. Yesterday was my first day back. It was so busy. I feel like I spent my whole day like going through emails and trying to like put out fires. Yesterday, I got a wholesale order for 100 skeins of yarn, so I've got to figure out how I am going to get that all pulled together. I have gotten some knitting done. I'm making progress on the sock, and I was actually going to work on the back hem of my sweater today, but I spent about an hour just kind of planning the colorways I was going to do up, and now I only have about an hour left. So I think what I might do is do a little work on the striped sock and see, because I've turned now, I'm just in the foot part, so I think I can make some good progress on that. This morning, I am going to take my Americano and do a little knitting, leave myself about 5 minutes, slap some makeup on my face because I think I have a couple of online meetings today. So I am going to knit on my sock and... Good morning. I'm gonna try to set this here. It's very bright. So we had a snowstorm yesterday and we literally had thunder and lightning during the snowstorm. So that was crazy. This is like really blown out because it's kind of bright. We got some snow to shovel. So I'm gonna go outside and start shoveling the back deck and the stairs. My husband's outside doing the driveway part. Then I have to start prepping some yarn to dye because I have a big wholesale order to do. And then I'm gonna put some work on my classic sweater. I finished one of my stripy socks. My conspiracy shawl, which is not the name of it. It's the Lavender Field shawl, and I keep calling it my conspiracy shawl. I think the lace was a conspiracy against me.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Calling sick in the morning, baby, don't leave. They don't need to know we're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much.
So I'm doing a wholesale order and I'm trying to decide which colorways to do. So we're going to be doing it on my MCN bases for the most part. The Gush MCM, which I usually have in my shop, but I've also got some Gush Twist, which is basically this, but with a higher twist. I'm also doing some Superwash DK as well. So there's some colorways that I had when I first started out, and I haven't done them in a long time. I had Midnight Cravings in a little while, and that one was quite popular. Birch is a new one, and I've only done one round of that, which sold pretty much right away. Stained Glass I haven't done in a little while, and I love that. It's a Petunia I haven't done in ages. Farewell to Nova Scotia I haven't done in ages. I haven't done Lucid Dreaming in a long time. And throw a little Chickadee in there because that seems to be a favorite. Smoke and Mirrors, I think, for DK, where people may want to be buying some sweater weight quantities. That's kind of a good one for a nice gray sweater with some black shading to it. Highlighters Revolt would make a really nice sweater. If you want little pops of bright colors. And Pennants I haven't done in ages. So I think this is what we're gonna do. Good morning. It is January 12th. Somebody has had their breakfast, and we usually leave a portion of her breakfast in a little dish on the counter so that we can give her treats through the day, except that she knows they're there. So every time you go into the kitchen, she's like hot on your heels. And if you go away without giving her a kibble, we get this. But if I gave you a kibble every time I walked into the kitchen, they would all be gone by 10:30. And then you would have to go until supper time with nothing. She's so pathetic. So I have been working steadily on my sweater, and I'm very, very, very pleased with the results. I did make a couple of modifications, and I'll kind of talk more in depth on them in the episode, which you're going to see before you see this. So that's the front, got the back hem done, and where are we here? I've started the sleeve. I'm about to do the cuff, so it's like a 4.5-inch cuff, I think. The sleeves are made so that they're just kind of like straight down. There's no decreasing at all. Then you go down to the smaller needle size for the cuff. But I didn't want the arms to be too wide, so I did a little decreasing here, just to bring it down to the small size. And then here, I started decreasing to bring it down so I had 50 stitches. And then I'm gonna start the cuff, just to bring it in a little bit. I don't know if I'll do 4.5 inches. I think I'm going to kind of measure it, because where it is a loose sleeve, I don't want it to come down like too far. I think I would rather it stop like right wrist bones. So I'm going to measure it kind of carefully to make sure that I don't go too far past that. But oh my God, I can't wait to get this off the needles. It is so cozy, and it is frigid today. It's minus 15 Celsius with minus 23 with the wind chill. Good morning. It is about time for me to start work. I've got a few minutes, but this morning I finished sleeve number 1, and I tried it on, and it comes right to here. So I tried it on because I wanted to see how far I was from the end. So I'm really glad that I did try it, because it was right there. Otherwise, I think it would have gone a little too far. I tried it on. This is going to be the coziest sweater. And I had it on with just the neck up under my chin, and it's minus 23 Celsius today. I really wanted to wear this for the rest of the day. morning. It is January 18th, my birthday. Scout has come to join us. Last episode, I had everything set up with the lights and the tripod right before I started taping the episode, and she walked in like a bulldozer and totally knocked everything over. She has no sense of stealth. None. Do you? No. Hi. Say hi to everybody. So every birthday I take the day off work, and so I did that this year, obviously. And I just came back from the second cup. I went and got myself, I was going to get a peanut butter oat cake, but they were all out because the storms have made it really hard to get stuff in. I swear, it's just like storm, a couple of days to clear up, another storm. So I did get myself an egregiously large blueberry scone. Usually eat flour because I find if I eat too much, it doesn't agree with me, but it's my birthday and I love the blueberry scones. And I also have vanilla latte with almond milk in my new Yeti mug that my husband bought me. I have yarn soaking downstairs. I'm going to do one colorway today since I've got some time. I'm going to do Earth, and I'm going to do that one on its own. I have been doing two colorways at a time on the weekend, but Earth is a little more complex and a little more layered, so I decided I'm going to do that one on its own. I thought since I have time today, I will do that. It's only, I think, like about 11:30 right now, so I do have time. Then I am going to, I finished my sweater. I finished my classic sweater. It's in this bag here. I have to block it, so I'm going to try to get that done today as well after I do the dyeing. But I'm also going to cast on my half and half wrap. And so I grabbed 2 skeins of yarn to ball up, and then I thought, that's stupid. I don't need to ball up one of each. I need to ball up all of one color at the same time. But I can't decide what color I want to start with. Maybe I'll throw them up in the air, whatever one lands first. That'll be the one I use, very scientific. And then what's the other thing I was going to do today? That might be it. I'm just going to like kind of take it easy, get a shower. We get chef's plate for supper tonight. My husband asked me if I wanted him to pick something up at a restaurant or something like that. But I thought we have chef's plate coming. And I think that's fine because they're always really good. Little Scouty Bobouty is going to hang out with me while I eat my scone and not share it with her because it's not good for her. And then once I finish that, I'm going to go down and dye the Earth colorway. And while the color is setting, I will skein up my yarn for the half and half wrap. Oh, for the sweater, I was going to do the sweater, the Yeti next with my Quince and yes, I know. With Quince & Co. Osprey. But the more I look at it, the more I think that the dark brown is almost going to mask the cable in the front. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to change that up. And I think I do. But I don't know what I want to change it to because that's really the only bulky yarn I have. I could possibly maybe get away with using Cascade 220, but I'll have to swatch first and see if that'll work. But in the meantime, because I have one sweater off the needles, I really want to jump in and get another one on the needles right away. So I'll pick another one, another sweater from my Make 9 and get going on that. And then I am going to cap the January vlog off here because I have discovered that my iMovie, which is what I use to edit my episodes, does not like me having 2 episodes saved on the program at the same time. It keeps telling me I'm out of disk memory and it will not process it to upload to YouTube. So I have to do one at a time. So I'm going to cap the vlog off today and then I'll get it edited over the next week. And then I will do a regular episode at probably end up being, I think, the end of January. Don't forget the episode 110 if you want to be included in the giveaway. Right now, I'm going to go drink my latte and eat my scone while they're still hot and warm, respectively. Have a great rest of January, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!
I was old, I was young, I was sitting in the sun, I was tired of the run, I was done. Life was great, life was hard. In a way, an awful card. You can't win the losing hand. But the rain stopped falling, and the line on the floor was crossed.